Hi, today we're working on grade 3, module 4, or area. Our page is finding area using side lengths input page. Okay, let's get started looking at our sentences. Since rectangles are blank, you don't have to draw the squares to find the blank. So, since rectangles are arrays, or you can draw them as arrays, you don't have to draw the squares to find the area. So since rectangles are arrays, you don't have to draw the squares to find the area. Instead, you can blank the side lengths. You can multiply the side lengths. Instead, you can multiply the side lengths. And we're going to look at how we do that now. So our first example has squares in it, just like we did before. So we can count these squares, 9, and say that there are 15 of them. Or we can write the multiplication equation. We see there are 5 rows and 3 squares in each row, so 5 times 3 equals 15. Okay? Now, this rectangle next to it is the exact same rectangle, but it doesn't have the squares drawn on it. So we can fill in that the top is 3 squares and the side is 5 squares. Okay. And then we multiply. 3 times 5, or 5 times 3, equals 15. So 15 squares. Okay? So even though the squares aren't there, you can picture them in your mind and you can find the answer by multiplying. We have another example down here. Our first one again has the squares, so we can count them and see that's 9 squares. We have 3 rows of 3, so 3 times 3 equals 9. We label the side lengths on the other rectangle, 3 and 3. So 3 times 3 equals 9 for 9 squares. So it looks like that. In our last example, we don't have any squares, so we're just going to have to multiply. Notice that the side is 2 inches and the top is 5 inches. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 5, and that equals 10. So my area is 10. Now it's in inches, and we're going to talk about this later, unless we already have. It's 10 square inches. Because when we find area, it's always going to be squares, because area is how much something covers. And an inch by itself is a measurement of length. It's a line, but we want the squares that cover a piece of area. Okay, that's it for today. Here's your page, and it's time to work on that output page. I'll see you next time.